that means he gets 3 clients on calls each week. Yun eh. He can get that much just by using the things that I'm gonna the things that he's gonna show you later on. So yeah. So Jaime, I wanna know, are you ready?
Yes, coach.
Yeah. All right. Sige, bro. Take it away. I'm gonna stop sharing na. Take it away, man.
Thanks, coach. Paano ba mag-share sa end ko? Hindi ko makita dito eh.
Dito sa share. Sa baba po.
Wala eh. Chat, raise hand, Q&A lang meron.
Paano ba yan?
Bro, pasend na.
Paano ba siya gawing panelist? Laki ng problema namin.
Paano siya ginagawang host?
Oo nga. Only host kasi coach, ang nakalagay dito, who can share? Only host, all panelists.
Only host or panelist?
Oo. All panelists.
Okay, gawin mo kaya siyang host.
Okay.
Si Jaime. Grabe tayo na ito, pinaka-worst na combination ever in the history of Zoom.
Hi, more. Promote panelist.
Yeah. Guys, isipin niyo na lang. Kasi nakakatawa doon. Si Jaime, nag-DT siya, gamit niya Zoom. Nakatatlong busy siya. Kada linggo, nangilo siya marunong gumamit. Ano ba yan?
Okay na, Sir Jaime.
Okay na.
Okay na.
Ayun.
Nakikita yung ba screen ko?
Hindi pa.
Ay, hindi pa. Dali lang. Sorry.
Ang kulit lang.
Sandali lang.
Nakakatuwa kasi at least nakikita nila na hindi mo kailangan maging sobrang galing para kumuha ng client.
Yun. Share. Ay, host disabled participants screen sharing.
Alam ko na, wait na. Ano ba? All panelists. Go. Okay na siguro. Na-change ko kasi sa only host.
Yan, okay na. Yay! Dali lang.
Yun.
Share.
Yun. Ay,
Okay. Kita na.
Finally.
Okay, thank you. So hindi ko makikita yung chat, so I just need your help if ever you have any questions. Please let me know. So before I start with my part of the discussion, how to get clients via LinkedIn, I just want to check the temperature in the room. Does everyone who's not part of the tribe know what LinkedIn is? Yeah, yes. Okay, thank you. So LinkedIn, more popularly known as your online resume, where people look for you and see what your job accomplishments were and what you've done. I mean, including your educational attainment and also what your job is right now. Siguro for some of you, you might be wondering, how am I supposed to get clients via LinkedIn when it's just basically my online resume? So this process that I'm going to teach you right now isn't something that came from me, but is actually something that came from our very own JTL, John Pagulayan. So the proof is in the pudding, as they'd say. Don't just take my word for it, but take it from people who are from the tribe. So one person I'm sure who has so much credibility with everyone here in this room is John. So he shared in the tribe a post where he said, got another book called By Doing Well Nothing. This booking suddenly popped while I was in the middle of a week-long vacation and drinking spree in Bicol. Best part, this is regarding website design where I have zero experience and credentials. So from that line itself, this strategy is something you can do even if you don't have any experience and even if you don't have any credentials. So if you haven't gotten a single prospect to get on a call with you, check our LinkedIn training inside the membership site. Good day. So this is part of that LinkedIn training that John shared with everyone on the tribe. And for more proof, take don't just take John's word for it, but also take someone else from the tribe's word for it. Okay. So Mary Ann made a post before. She asked, "Good morning, coaches, bros, and sis. Just wanna get a little help on this referred prospect. As to my friend who referred it to me, the client is in need of email marketer using Get Response app, and her pain point is getting clients for her coaching business. So what I did was to connect with her through LinkedIn using JTS script first day connecting. She replied already and initiated a DC. So see, even just on the first throw of the script to the prospect, there's already a possibility that the prospect will ask you to get on a discovery call. So she replied already and initiated DC immediately. What should I reply to her? Thank you, supposed help. So, of course, in the tribe as well, if anyone is having any challenges, you can always post the group and everyone chimes in to help out. Same with the group in the workshop. So as you can see, something like this, I mean, you can see the power of something like this LinkedIn messaging. Kahit na wala ka experience, even though you don't have credentials, even though it's going to be the first time that you're going to use it, you can see immediate results just as long as you follow the process. Now, a little bit of warning before I start reeling off on how you do or how you use the messaging, what the sequence is. I highly suggest that you pay or you give your utmost attention. Don't be distracted, because if you do get distracted and you miss certain points of um, this part of the talk, first, walang replay. So there's no way for you to, except for those in the tribe. So there's no way for you to um, repeat the information or to find out any information that that you might to get any information that you may miss from this talk. Second, if you're going to miss the whole gist of this talk, then you're going to be stuck just prospecting in LinkedIn, and you wouldn't be able to achieve the results that I've achieved or like other members of the tribe has achieved. Okay. So is everyone ready to listen to the steps? Please type on the chat if you are. Okay. Sige. Let's start. Moving the slides. There. So what's the first step? First, the first step is to search for your target market on LinkedIn. So for the purposes of making this simpler, I'm just going to use my own market, which are real estate investors. So I didn't really prepare screenshots for the slides on this because I'm going to be using LinkedIn itself. So when you're on LinkedIn, you go to the search bar and you type in for the people or for your target market. So in my case, real estate, oops, real estate investors. So once you once you press enter, you're going to have to, well, actually when you type that in, you're going to look for people who are real estate investors. Now you notice that people that come out here are from the Philippines, because that's the place that's, of course, that's where I am right now, where we are right now. But if you're going to look for real estate investors from the United States, you're going to want to refine the location. So you could always choose either from the United States itself, or you can type in various cities like New York, or let's say Los Angeles, or you can try, anyone can give me a city on the chat that we can search for. California is a state, Texas is a state, Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, let's try Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland. So it's the greater Cleveland, Akron, Ohio area. Then you click on apply. Then you're going to be seeing different people that you can connect with. So since it's just technically I mean, it's still just the first of the month, my LinkedIn have search credits have refreshed. So I'm going to have lots of people here that I can search for and I can connect with. Probably I can search until up to maybe up to 100. I'm not sure, but usually I can reach up to the 19th or the 20th level or the 20th page when I search for contacts. So after searching for the prospects on LinkedIn, what you do next is you whip out the script. So there's a messaging template that John proposed to us, or John taught us in the tribe. So that's the one that you're going to be using when you're going to be following up or when you're going to be connecting with these prospects. So I click this link. It's going to open a Google Word document. And there are three variations of the script. I'm going to teach the one that's most applicable to everyone, since I'm guessing everyone or most of everyone who's on the workshop does not have experience being a virtual assistant. So we're going to use the version where you're starting out and um, you're going to try to get experience on you're going to try to get experience or to try to get the prospect to get on a DC with you. So the first message you send out is, "Hi, name. I see we have some mutual connections. It looks like you do some impressive work, so I was compelled to reach out and connect here on LinkedIn. If you are open to that, please accept. Warmly, John." And of course, your name. So you do that on the first day and you stop there. You don't add anything else when you're going to connect to that person. So just give you a sample. So for example, let's see here, Margie. Okay, so I want to connect with her. So what I do on LinkedIn is I click here and it says LinkedIn members are more likely to accept invitations that include a personal note. So you add the note. When you add the note, all you need to do is just copy this template as so, paste it here, and make the necessary adjustments. Of course, my name is not John, so I have to change it to Jaime. And of course, I changed the name. Sorry, I forgot the name. Margie. Okay, one more time. There. Then you send it. And now the invite's been sent, and you're going to be waiting for, hopefully, for Margie to accept your invitation. Before I go to the next step, are there any questions? Okay, clear so far. Thank you. Next, what do you do after you send the request? So once you're done sending that request, you're going to have to, let me see. So once you're done sending that request, you're going to have to wait for a few days before the prospect accepts your request. So there are times that LinkedIn prospects don't accept your request. So you wouldn't be able to send the next part of the script. But if they do accept your request, this is the next message you're going to send. So let's say Margie. Hey Margie, thank you for joining my network. If you are having any challenges or frustrations with their single biggest challenge with regard to service you offer. So as John mentioned earlier, what I offer is lead generation, generating high quality leads using Facebook ads. So my script would go is, if you are having any challenges or frustrations with your online lead generation efforts, feel free to reach out. Whether you or someone you know needs more leads or more highly qualified leads, I have a proprietary, super effective process to generate more leads for your business. Looking forward to talking to you in the future. Warmly, John. So you send this message after the prospect sends accepts the invite. Okay, and you don't send anything else. This is the only one you send once they've accepted the request. So here's a sample that John made. Hey John, thank you for joining my network. If you're having any challenges, frustrations with your current flow of clients and leads into your coaching practice, feel free to reach out. Whether you or an associate needs more qualified coaching clients, I have a proprietary, super effective process to provide consistent coaching appointments monthly. Look forward talking to you in the near future. Warmly, John. So that's a sample of a thank you message that you can send to the client or to the prospect. Any questions? Okay, no questions so far. Great. And after that, what you do next is just the same as April. You wait, but this time you don't wait for 3 days. You wait for 7 days. After 7 days or a week of a prospect accepting your invite, and since you don't have any experience, this interim message I don't use because I feel that jumping straight into the 7th day message is more effective. So here goes the message. Hey, John, I just noticed we've been connected for a week now, so I thought I'd reach out. Anyway, I know you're busy, so I'll make this quick. I'm looking to get into the whatever niche you're in. So my niche, real estate investing. So I'd say I'm looking to get into the real estate investing space. So I'm looking for a real estate investor that's willing to let me run Facebook ads for their business. It'll be free in exchange for a simple testimonial if you are happy with the results. Would you or anyone you know be open to it? So when you send this message, chances are, I mean, it's either you get three kinds of answers. It's either you get scene zone, they say yes or they say no. Scene Zone, you can follow up with them again. But this time, you just ask if they're open, or you just ask them if they're still open or they'd still be willing to take you up on your offer of running Facebook ads for free. If they say no, don't don't feel bad about it. Thank them for responding to your inquiry and ask them for a referral. Don't forget to ask for a referral even though they say no to it. And if they say yes, that's the time that you can invite them into a DC. Okay. And of course, another step that you need to do aside from following the template is place it on a tracker. You wouldn't know if it's already past 7 days after a person has accepted your invite if you haven't placed it on a simple tracker. So just create a simple tracker for you to place the leads in, their LinkedIn profile, place in what date they accepted your invite, then all the other details that you can place in, like what date you gave your calendar link or your book like a boss link, and if you've already booked a call with them or not. So I have my own tracker here, but I don't know if it's going to make sense to everyone. But I started doing this. Um, I started doing this process last April. So today I already made like 700 plus connects. So the tracker I made was you place in the date and the link, the market that you're in, what the date of the first time that they accepted your invite. So then you track if they're interested or not. You also track if you've sent your seventh day message or not, then the number of times you're going to follow up, then if you've sent a proposal, and if you booked a call. And if ever you get an email address, if you're going to invite them to your waitlist. So yeah, for all the months that I've gone through so far up to for the past 6 months, I've already, 700, almost 800 people have accepted my invite. Then last step, rinse and repeat. So you keep doing the same thing every day. You establish a routine, do it day in and day out. Don't be overwhelmed if there are some people who are doing it more than you do. What's important is you get to establish a routine. And once you've established a routine, that's the time that you can increase the number of connects that you do. I started with just 5 when I did this. But right now, I'm doing 60 a day. Also, going back to the logic behind the 7 day script, one of the things that, of course, JTL mentioned earlier in the tribe is you always want to provide value before getting the client. So, running Facebook ads for their business for free is already providing value for them. And once they feel that you already have a stake in their business or that you already want to make their business successful, there's even a bigger chance that they're going to hire you to do the work for them. Any questions so far? None. Okay, clear so far. Good. And I know that a lot, of course, I could always make up something like this, just put in random LinkedIn accounts and say that, oh, this person has connected with me and this was the first time that they connected me, blah blah blah. But I guess the best proof that I could provide is with my book like a boss calendar. I use book like a boss for booking discovery calls. Others prefer calendly, but this one I prefer more. Probably because of for aesthetic purposes, but also at the same time it gives you the capability of placing testimonials when and your prospect can see it when they're booking a call with you. So for this August, a bit slow, just two for this week and next. I mean, um, one discovery call this week, which already happened last Tuesday, and one for next week for Saturday. But for the past few months, ever since I've started this, so here you can see last week I got actually one, two, three, four, five, six discovery calls. Then I had five before that, then three, then there was one. Then for June, yep, that was the one earlier. I had three, I had two, I had two, I had two, I had three. Then for May, this was the time that I started using Book Like a Boss. So for April, I was still using Calendly. I wasn't able to track it down, but here you can see. I think that's already like 12 or 13 straight months of getting at least one DC per week. So again, just and the technique really is just following the script, just following this script, not experimenting with it, not adding your own flavor, just using what JTL thought, and just go with it, and make sure that you keep a tracker so that you know that it's already the seventh day. It's time for you to send this message. And again, don't be discouraged if there will be a lot of no's than yeses. I get that a lot, but again, it's a numbers game. Just make sure that you stick to your routine. Invite as many people as you can each day. Start low, then eventually increase it to a number that you're comfortable with. Then you'll see results. And this proves it. There are results. So, just to recap, basically what you're going to do is just open LinkedIn, define your market, define where you're going to look for your clients, click the connect button, then um, send in the first connection message, then follow the messaging templates, including all the time frames that are included. Okay, like after once the prospect receives, or once the prospect receives your invitation message, you send a thank you message, and after 7 days, you hit them with a seventh day message. And more than anything, if there's, I mean, I was also looking for a quote that would help us in integrating everything, or if there's one thing that I really want you to take away from this talk, it's something that was given by one of my idols, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. And what he said is success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will. So, again, this thing you need to do consistently, day in and day out. Success doesn't come overnight, it will eventually come with all the consistent hard work. And on that note, I'd like to thank everyone for giving me a few minutes of your time to share the LinkedIn strategy made by Sir John. Thank you.
Yun. So guys, let's give Jaime the thanks he deserves for sharing that wonderful tech strategy. Yeah, you know, are you seeing it, Jaime?
Yep. Yes, coach.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Um, Can you stop sharing for a bit so I could share my screen?
Okay, coach.
Yeah. Right. So, 1 second. Tingnan ko lang. Di ba ito pahirapan naman yung... Ayan. Sorry. Dapat meron tutorial tong Zoom eh. Ayan. Okay. So, we're going to answer the questions now. Jaime, do you
Okay.
see the slides?
Yep.
Okay. So, first question. Ayan.
Okay. Kailangan po ba premium ang LinkedIn for this? No. What I'm using is LinkedIn na free. So you can search for the clients. For free, basically.
Yeah, a lot of people are making that as an excuse. Kasi sabi na, kailangan ko pa muna kasing bumili ng LinkedIn Premium. Tama ng palusot, kaya itong gawin kahit free. Right? So
Yep.
there. Although may limit siya pag free lang, but still, guys, I don't think most of you would be able to reach the limit. And I'm speaking from experience. Yung iba kasi dito nagtatanong, kasi limited lang yung LinkedIn. In fact, I dare you to reach yung limit ng LinkedIn. Yung iba dito gagawin lang siya isang araw tapos bukas hindi na. Gagawin kinabukasan sa sunod next week hindi na. In fact, sabi nga na I dare you to reach the limit. Yun lang yan. Like, just do it five people at a time each day. Malayo na mararating mo. Yan. Ice, there's no replay for this video. Sorry. And we sent enough notification na 9 p.m. Don't be late. So if you missed it, I'm sorry. There's not going to be any replay. Yeah. Kasi people take for granted these kinds of videos. They take for granted these kinds of trainings. Kapag may replay, sasabihin lang ng mga manonood, okay, drop off na muna ako, saka ko na lang panoorin, hindi naman ako makikinig. So we don't want that. Sayang eh. That's gonna be disrespectful to those who gave their time, which is April and Jaime, who shared this. Diba? And I don't want people taking what they've shared for granted. Kasi what they have shared is literally thousands of dollars worth of information na, if you're only gonna do it. But of course, given into the wrong hands, hindi naman siya gagawin, it's for zero. Okay. So if we don't have any replays, pasensya na. But again, like I said, this is already free as it is. Diba? In fact, we won't see anyone teaching this for free. Kahit nga bayad, wala naman magtuturo nito eh. So, might as well, diba? Let's not take these kinds of information for granted. That's why there's no replay. So, yun lang. Okay, next question.
What if I connected with someone and used these scripts, but someone else or you already connected with them using the same templates? Hindi. It has never happened to me yet, thank God. If it did, magandang gawin. I'd try to... sige, coach.
So, I don't think... Yeah, just wanna chime in kasi I think ito yung mga ito yung mga tanong na, guys, whenever you have a question, sometimes it's better to ask yourself if this is a made up problem or a problem that has already happened to you before. Kasi minsan may mga ini-imagine tayo ng mga scenarios na hindi naman talaga nangyayari sa totoong buhay. Like, what if 10 na yung na-receive niyang ganitong connections? I really doubt that. I really, really do. Dito pa lang sa call na to, sabi natin 320. Siguro mga 10, 7 lang dito mag-a-apply nung sinabi mo kanina, Jaime. 10, 7. Medyo generous pa ako nung lagay na yun. Tapos sa 7 na yun, hindi naman lahat parehas real estate. Diba, meron doon, iba yung market. So, sa totoo lang, I'm really worried for So kung sino magtanong nito, huwag kang masaktan. Because I'm just really worried for those who are asking questions like this din kasi. Hindi because agad sila mag-isip or whatnot. It's just that ngayon pa lang, you're already putting a limit to what you can do. Stop doing that. Please. You're not helping yourself by imagining things that haven't happened yet or will happen pa lang. Don't do that to yourself kasi you're stopping your growth eh. Diba? Think positive about it. Kung nangyari siya, saka mo siya tanong sa amin. Libre naman yung magtanong sa workshop group eh. Okay? Ilang naman yun eh. Again, I'm not, kung sino man nagtanong nito, huwag kang masaktan. This is more of a constructive feedback. Okay? Kasi I wouldn't want you guys to get stuck on what ifs. Okay?
Si Coach Carlo ito nagtanong. Si Coach Carlo ito yung nagtanong.
Kaya mo yan si Kayla. Gusto lang talaga niyang maghanap ng away. Joke lang. Ito.
What if you don't have mutual connections? Well, sa 700 or almost 800 na kinonektan ko, isa pala yung nag-post ng question sa akin na yan. How did you find me? Who's our mutual connection? So far, wala pang or no one has ever questioned no one has ever questioned who the mutual connection is. Siguro 99% of the time, they won't ask who your mutual connection is. And it's either they'll accept your request or not.
Right. So, good answer on there. Sa tribe kasi, what we do, kasi we have a thread, di ba? I'm not sure if I remember correctly. We have a thread inside the tribe. Tapos what we do is we try to connect with each other. So since marami na kami doon, it automatically creates mutual connections. So that's one of the secrets kung gusto mo magkaroon ng mutual connections, form a group, and then have, add each other para lumaki yung network nyo. But if you don't have any networks, wala kayong mutual connections, that's fine. Diba? Sabi nga ni Jaime, it works even if you don't have mutual connections. Yeah. So, next.
How do you properly address them? Do you need to use sir, miss, ma'am, etc., or first name would be fine? First name always. I don't use sir, miss, ma'am, or etc. Based na rin sa turo ni Sir John. You want to make them your partners, not your boss.
Exactly. Nice. Ma'am sir daw. Sir, JD kulang. Sir, ma'am sir dapat yun. Sir, ma'am sir. Ganun yun eh. Kulang yung ma'am sir lang. And next.
Hi, question po. With the thank you message script, paano po makukuha yung single biggest challenge? That's the thing actually. With this script, yung with this script, yung lumalabas is you already know what the single biggest challenge is. So the assumption is you've already asked the single biggest challenge to other investors or to other people in your market before for you to plug it into the scripting here. So if you've never asked the SMIC to other people in your network, this script won't work. So you have to ask the SMIC first to other people before you apply this messaging technique. Before, I was using I was asking the usual, where something on the lines na April was using, where you also do some small talk with the market that you're in, and eventually you ask the SMIC. But once you've already gathered enough responses to the SMIC, you already know what most of them or what the challenges for the most of them are. So you can use that. You can already plug that in the LinkedIn messaging template.
Right. Okay, so for those who are asking this, yung mga tanong ko sa likod ng ng utak nila, The kind that Jaime was teaching is assuming that you already know your single biggest challenge. Yun naman yung ano doon eh. Yun naman yung parang catch doon. That you can do this one, assuming that you already know yung single biggest challenge. But guys, you have to remember what April talked about earlier, hindi lang siya applicable sa Facebook. Pwede rin siya sa LinkedIn. So you can either use this or use yung strategy ng April kanina. Actually, marami pang strategies, but right now, we just want you guys to focus on these two. Okay, focus on these two. Ang importante, you guys have to take action. Yun yung pinaka-importante dun eh. Kasi all these strategies that we're showing you right now, it won't mean a thing if you guys are not gonna take action on it. So yeah. Eto.
How many connect I linked is allowed per day? I'm not sure on the exact number, but what I do is I send 60 connects per day and I don't get locked out.
Ayan. Although I'm assuming din kasi that you're getting, malawak na yung network mo, di ba? Malawak na yung network mo, you're getting mutual connections na. So, and ano yung accept rate mo sa'yo, bro? Like, out of 10, the people that you add, how many people usually accept?
I'd say 3 or 4.
Well, that's huge. Kasi when I was starting out, I would add 10 people, just wala.
Oh, every day when I check my LinkedIn, there's always people who, I mean, there's always a notification saying that someone just accepted you, blah blah blah. So I'm guessing around 3 or 4 a day.
Nice. Let's see here if they have other questions. Yan.
For running the FB ads, ikaw ba nagbabayad or sila? Or well, logically speaking, syempre yung ads sila magbabayad. Kasi if we're going to be paying for the ads, they could just say, okay, run me $1 million ad campaign. And you'll be the one paying for it. But what we usually offer is just for the labor. For the ad spend itself, they'll be the ones paying for it.
Right. So yeah. Next.
Applicable po yung strategy on Messenger. So this means use my personal profile to become friends with the prospect. Tama po ba? If you're referring to Facebook Messenger, from my experience, this messaging isn't that effective. This is more effective on LinkedIn because I've also tried it on Facebook and 0%.
Right.
No one accepted me on my offer. So when I found out I stopped working, use another messaging sequence for Facebook and use a separate messaging sequence for LinkedIn.
Right. And people have to understand that yung context and the way people talk on Facebook and LinkedIn is different. So for Facebook, it's much it's more of a friendly, more social. Whereas on LinkedIn, it's more business-like. Kaya nakakalusot yung mga messages like ginagawa ni Jaime, like direct-to-the-point messages. Kasi it's already geared for businesses. People are in there to connect and do business. So even if you send messages like those, they look at it as okay lang kasi they know it's LinkedIn. But if you do it on Facebook where it's social, more on hey, how are you? What's up, man? Mga ganun. If you do that on Facebook, it's not gonna end well kasi iba yung messaging. That's why if you notice the way that April does Facebook is totally different than what Jaime does on LinkedIn. And Jan says, agree dapat mas smart casual. Yes. In fact, Jan knows a lot about this because this is what she does for clients. Technically not the messaging part, but more on creating content that attracts people. And next time ikaw naman dyan ng mag-training. And next. Ayan, ako nasasagot dito, bro.
Sige po.
So, ayan, may nagtanong. Pa-share naman po ng flow ng DC Scraper questions needed to ask client. Please. So, yung for the DC Scraper questions, I'm gonna post something inside Facebook. Here's the thing. I'm gonna post something inside Facebook. And if you guys meet the criteria for it, okay, if you guys meet the criteria for it, Um, Carlo, tag dito, Carlo and Ice. Yung call nyo ba next week, what's it about? Is it about, ano, DC? It's about connecting then. All right. Ayan. I'm gonna post something inside the Facebook group and inside the workshop. And if you guys meet the criteria, we might have another call that would talk about the DC script. But for those who are already trying to find out in DC script, I think we have a call siguro mga last 3 months ago where we talked about this. Hanapin nyo na lang dun sa workshop. It was like a 2 hour, 3 hour call, just like this one. Yung parang client getting journey ata yan, if I'm not mistaken. Andun yung parang flow. Yan. Si Ice, nagkaroon ba ng call si Ice? Ice, nagkaroon ka ba ng call about this script for the workshop? Ayun, hanapin niyo yung yung call ni Ice. Not workshop. Okay. Sige, basta hanapin niyo yung simple client getting story. I put in there yung flow nung DC questions. Ayan. Anyway, kung may mga tanong pa kayo, just post it inside the workshop group. Yeah, nakita na pala ni Emmanuel. Emmanuel, bro, do me a favor. Can you give it to ate who asked this? Kung sino man siya na nagtanong. Can you give it to, or just comment on it para lobas ulit sa thread. Ayan. Ito. Mga nasagot na natin to kanina, tama ba?
What if 10 people or more reached out to the same prospect? Oh, coach.
Sagot na natin to. Okay. Hindi na yan. Yan. Ito, akong sasagot nito. Meron bang link sa scripts? So for the scripts that we have for the LinkedIn, okay, so as much as I'd like to give it to you guys, as much as I'd love to, in fact, there were previous trainings where I tried to give it all away. Ang problema lang kasi, like I said, like this call, people take it for granted. And I don't want anyone taking for granted. Like for example, popost ko lang yung link sa group tapos pabayaan ko na kayo doon. No, that's not gonna happen. Again, di na ako magkakamali ulit. In order for you guys not to take anything for granted, ito lang muna aralin nyo. What April did and what Jaime did, ito muna yung gawin nyo. If kaya nyong tawag dito, if kaya nyong kumuha ng client using what they've shared here, ako pa mismo bibigay sa inyo ng script. In fact, on the previous challenge last week, we asked our tribe members to help out 2 mentees, each tribe member. So if you did the work and you really did all the lessons, you probably had a chance to get all the scripts. So kung di nyo siya nagawa, then yun na lang yun. Yeah. Yung iba sinison daw yung mentor. So, sorry na lang. And I don't want things to be taken for granted. Sobrang grabe na yung sinishare inside the workshop group. You see people posting they're getting clients. So it's enough. If we're talking about enough, it is enough. Ang problema na lang is, are you guys doing the work required to make it happen? Yun na lang yun. Kasi yun nga, sabi nga namin, mga tatanong dito, guys, again, mga tatanong dito about the tribe. This call is not about the tribe. So you're not gonna hear me promote the tribe dito sa call na to. Unang-una, sarado siya. Diba? Unang-una, sarado siya. Next week pa siya magbubukas. And second, ang goal talaga ng workshop is for you guys to have, yung parang sabi nga namin ni Carlo, house money. Yung tipong kapag nag-enroll ka sa tribe, hindi mo kailangan mangutang. Yung mga tipong kapag diba? Kapag tipong you won't mind enrolling kasi you already getting clients. Yun eh. So, saka na kayo magtanong about the tribe. It's always there. Di naman siya namaalis. What I want you guys to do is focus first on, diba? I want you guys to focus first on following what April and Jaime taught earlier. Kasi those are what's gonna get you those clients. I don't care if you don't enroll sa tribe. Wala namang mawawala sa amin. Diba? What I want you guys to do, focus on it. Focus on titos, kung ano mang, ano, kung ano yung mga pinagsasabi nila para may mangyari. Diba, sa move nyo enrollment nyo, patras. Bakit patras? Ano yun? Diba? Yun eh. That's why we're doing this. Tingnan na eh. Ano pa ba? You guys have any other questions? Habang nandito pa si April nandiyan ka pa ba?
Yes, coach. May mga messages na re-receive. Personal messages. Kung pwede daw bang i-share yung slides ko. Yung slides namin sa kanila.
Sure. Share yung slides. Go ahead.
Sige. Pwede yung i-post, coach, sa sa workshop. Sige.
Sure.
Yun. So, yun, approve. Yun pa isa-isa. I-share na workshop.
Si Genesis na, may tanong sa'yo for you, Jaime. Genesis, tanong lang, pre. It's the least we could do sa pagpapakain sa amin ng lobsters. Sa ano to? Sa Bukas Grande. Alvin Lester says lobsters. Yep. Lobsters sobrang laki. Nagsawa kami na grabe. Nabulunan ako sa lobster. Jose Marie Malyari says, paano maging mentee? Tapos na bro yung challenge namin sa loob ng tribe eh. Last 2 weeks yun. Yeah. I would suggest looking inside the workshop group. Kung hindi ka kontento sa workshop group, you can also go to the tribe. Kaya lang sarado pa ka. Grabe, sunod-sunod. May nakikita ka bang tanong, Jaime? Para sa'yo?
Dito sa Q&A, tinitingnan ko, coach. Pero yung iba, nasagot na eh.
Okay. Sige.
Magandang market po ba ang life or business coaches? I mean, do they belong to premium clients po? Yung tanong.
Okay. Sino gusto sumagot? April gusto sagutin.
Anong question yun, Sir Jaime?
Magandang market po ba ang life or business coaches? I mean, do they belong to premium clients po?
May mga coaches naman na na andun sa level ng premium coaches. Hanapin mo lang kung asan sila. Pero if I were you, I would start doon sa mga market na sila, business instead of coaches, because coaches are like us. They're looking also for clients na pwede nilang, katulad tayo, freelancer, naghahanap ng clients para kumita. So, pero meron din naman, of course, meron sa loob ng tribe na mga coaches ang ang market nila. And maganda yung result. So hanapin mo lang talaga kung sino yung ideal na coaches, na market sa coaches. So lahat naman ng market may possibilities. Kailangan mo lang hanapin. Coach, balikan ko yung question natin, yung sa content editor and copywriter.
Okay.
When I checked the account, I was in contact with the VA from Cebu instead from the US. I want to know, how do I know these responses are legit instead of just dealing with VAs hiring people to do their jobs? Yung kausap mo VA from the Philippines and then yung sa US. Paano ba? Minsan kasi task rin ng VA na maghanap ng writer for their clients, diba? So what you can do talaga is just to follow up. Ito lang ako ito yung principle ko. Once hindi pa sila nagsisay no, ibig sabihin there's still a possibility. follow up mo lang, pero wag naman yung follow up na nakakainis na. Like, after 3 days, or after 1 week, i-follow up mo lang. How do I know if legit siya? Saan ka ba nag-apply? Kasi medyo mahirap i-alamin kung legit yung isang job application. Pero if you were paid $15, doon yung dalawa. Pero follow up sa lahat naman ng follow up lang din yung naging secret dun kung bakit nagkaroon ng yung mga results ngayon. Maraming DCs ngayon. So, yun lang. Dito pala sa Q&A, madaming questions.
May tanong din ako dito. What if third plus degree ang i-connect? Di po walang mutual connections? Yun? Ano pong pwedeng sabihin? Actually, yung nga yung gusto mong i-target yung second and third connections. Second and third degree. So, kahit wala ka talaga mutual connection, just send the message pa rin. Kasi yung sabi ko, siguro nga, I'd say 99.9% of the time, they won't question kung sino yung ka-mutual connect. Ay, tatanggapin nila o hindi. Invite.
Alright. Guys, nga pala, last 10 minutes. So we should be ending at 11:45. Grabe yung oras na pala to. Let's end at 11:45. So, guys, sagot lang nagsagot ng questions. I'll just be here.
So, paano kapag sobrang dami nang na-attract sa'yo na leads, tapos nakaka-stress kasi di mo alam paano sila i-manage? Tataasan lang ang price dahil sa demand or i-outsource? Yan, pwede. Yan yung two ways. Pwedeng taasan mo yung yung price or i-outsource mo. Pero kapag in-outsource mo rin, dapat may system ka rin para at least yung delivery maayos din. So, and if ever talaga willing sila mag-wait sa'yo, ipa-sign up mo sila sa waiting list mo. Kasi if ever ang client, proven na yan na kapag gusto na makipag-work sa'yo, mag-aantay yan. And sometimes, when you say na, I'm booked like for 3 months, book ako for 3 months. Sometimes naman, sila na mismo nagtataas ng price. So, you don't need na magtaas ng price. So, yun lang. Pero, if gano'n na yung problema mo, andun na sa level yung problem mo. As early as now, or if you have free time, gawa ka na ng waiting list mo para dun mo na sila ipasok. So, by the time na need mo ng client, magme-message ka na lang.
Yan. Si Aaron, may question. I just created a LinkedIn profile pero hindi ako makakonect. Paano po bang i-grow ang network? Connect ka muna sa mga kakilala mo. Workmates, schoolmates, office mates. Yung muna unahin mo. Then eventually try to look for people for your market. Kasi that's where I started in before when I had my LinkedIn. I just connected with people I knew from work and from school. And after that, that's the time I started looking for people outside of my network.
Mm-hmm. Ayun, ako meron pa kay Kev. How many persons do you connect with on each day? How will you know if you will pause on connecting? I don't pause on connecting. Continue ang connecting kahit anong mangyari. Kasi di mo naman alam malay mo ngayon, you're full. Ikaw pa lang, freelancer, and then you decide na gusto mo na rin magka-team. So at least you have full yung pipeline mo. So although kahit full ako, I continue prospecting. Parang sa akin, it's part of my day. Pag walang prospecting, hindi buo yung araw. Ganun yung nafe-feel ko. Ewan ko ba kung bakit, pero parang nasa habit na siya Kasama na siya sa routine ko. So I don't pause. And how many connects I connect each day? Mababa na yung 10 companies. Kapag busy talaga.
And just wanna chime in on what you said, April, kasi a lot of folks, when you say freelancing, sabi nga nila, they treat it as a job. So, yung sabi ko, we have to treat it as a business. And wala kang makikitang business na nagtumitenga ng 5 araw para hindi kumuha ng customer. Walang business na ganun. Kahit anong negosyo, pag tumigil ka kumuha ng customer, mamamatay at mamamatay yun. Same with freelancing. Kaya lagi namin sinasabi, wala talagang peace and famine. It's more on walang peace and famine, but there are inconsistent freelancers. Kaya nagkakaroon ng peace and famine. Minsan kasi pag nakakuha na ng kliyente, puno na, masaya na, may kinakain na, ayaw na mag-prospect. Kapag umalis siya ng kliyente, ayun, nakatuwa na naman. Diba? You want to keep yourself as full as possible, na hindi ka overwork. Yung tipong maraming nag-aabang sa'yo. Parang parang babae maraming nanligaw. Wala siyang, kasi natatakot mambasted kasi alam niya may darating ulit na isang lalaki para ligawan siya. Ganun lang yun. You wanna keep your pipelines full every single time. Yun lang.
How many hours daw ako? I spend basta minimum akong 10. Hindi ko tinitingnan, pero siguro 1 hour to 2 hours. Yan lang yung ko. Parang nagbibigay talaga ako ng oras.
May tanong sa iyo, April. How do you deliver your finished product? Through what medium po? Question ni Aaron.
Google Docs. Yun lang. Google Docs lang. Zoom. Google Docs lang hindi ko nga alam pag sinasabihan ako pag nakakarinig ako ng system, yung parang system, hindi ko alam. Ang alam ko lang Google Docs. Ano pa ba? Hindi ko na nga alam
Huwag kang mag-alala ako na wala akong masyado. Google Docs din ako mag-send ng project.
May kwento ako dyan, coach. Sabi, noon pa, spag na ako. Tapos nakakuha ako ng client, premium. Tapos yung sinubmit ko, Word doc. Sabi niya, April, you must use Google Docs. Doon ako nagsimula mag-Google Docs. Hindi ko alam.
Di totoo, matatawa ka kasi babayaran ka ng $7,000 to write a sales page. Tapos yung project nasa Google Docs lang. Yun yung nakakatawa din
Totoo. Ayun. Ito, may question dito na I sent 2 strategies to prospects, pero both of them hindi na nag-reply after the first follow-up. How do you go about it? I don't want to sound like nangungulit or whatever, kaya I didn't make up the second follow-up. Do you have a process for that? Sis Marie Tamayo, first follow-up pa lang yun. Ako nga nagpa-follow up pala ko ng umaabot na ilang follow-up. So wag lang everyday, parang lang. Yung favorite ko kasi yung 3 every 3 days. Tapos after, parang let's say, naka 4 follow-up na ako. Every month ako nagpa-follow up. Pero, by the time na monthly naman yung follow-up ko, I shared them my, yung sa loob ng tribe, tawag niya is happy customer follow-up. Yung mga wins mo, na parang may feedback si client na natutuwa sa'yo, maganda yung testimonials niya, isend mo yun sa client kasi rin yun sa'yo credibility booster mo yun, tapos parang proof mo na yun na as a freelancer, you are capable to deliver naman results. So, huwag ka mag-settle sa one follow-up and ikaw lang yung nag-iisip na nangungulit. Hindi, minsan busy lang sila na hindi rin nila mapansin yung message. Oo. So, follow up lang.
Question din dito si Anonymous Attendee. Same din po ba ang messaging when it comes to email? Kung email ang binigay sa'yo ng client after connecting sa LinkedIn. Yan. Meron ako personally na ginawa na email template for that. Pero based pa rin siya doon sa kung ano yung rationale behind the scripts. Mali combination siya. Hindi siya ginawa ni Sir John, pero medyo parang minash ko siya together. Tapos meron namang nag-accept saka nagbo-book ng call when I use that email.
Ayun. Ito, I want to know how to check the legitimacy of clients to applications. I was told it was a digital marketing company who was hiring, which turned out to be VAs getting freelancers to their assignments. Paano ba ma-check yung kung legit or hindi? Ako naman kasi, paano ba? Ang hirap sagutin. Kasi ako talaga parang I choose my battles. Ano mo yun? Pinipili ko lang din kung sino yung client na pupuntahan ko. So, siguro, yun, if sinabi niya digital agency siya, tapos VA lang pala getting, parang ang hirap magtiwala, alam mo. Mahirap magtiwala, masasaktan ka. So, doon ka na lang sa tsaka ito lang sasabihin ko, huwag kang mag-settle for one client. Ang dami-dami nila. So, if hindi mo feel na parang hindi ka safe or hindi sila legit, move on ka na lang sa ibang client. Madami pa dyan.
This usually happens in Upwork kasi. Like, they will be approached by someone, tapos, hindi nila alam kung sino. Kadalasan ganun yung nangyayari. But if you're getting direct clients, usually, hindi lang mangyayari kapag direct clients kasi ikaw mismo kumakausap sa CEO.
Totoo.
So, alam ka namang nakalagay sa profile na CEO, tapos hindi pala siya na, di ba? I don't think that's gonna happen. Sobrang inception na yun kung sakali. Pero, yeah, kung direct naman kasi, it doesn't usually happen. But if it's getting it from freelancing sites, ayun, doon ka talaga mabubudol. Kasi you don't know who's reaching out. But, ayun.
Si Rodante, may question din. About po sa free and exchange of testimonials, what's next? How will you transition into charging premium? So, yung process dapat, yung nga, papayag na siya to jump on a call with you. So, yun yung next process, call. Pagkatapos matapos yung call, gawa ka ng proposal, tapos you get paid.
Ito, tingin ko sa'yo ito, Sir Jaime. Pero rin, mali ba ginawa ko na hindi nag-reach out sa mga CEO at marketer ng companies?
Sa'yo rin yan eh.
sa atin, 11:29 kasi. Hindi, kasi, doon ka na lang mag-reach out kasi sila yung decision makers. Kasi pag doon ka sa, di mo, yung mga nasa, like, hindi ko alam kung ang mga roles nun. Mahirap, sasabihin nila no, usually ganyan, or I'll forward your information. So, bakit hindi ka na lang dumiretso sa CEO at marketers? Mas maganda makipag-usap sa kanila, tsaka maganda kasi straightforward din sila kung ano lang ang pag-uusapan. So, yun.
Siguro yung swerte lang din sa akin when it comes to my market kasi if you look for real estate investor sa LinkedIn, usually lumalabas yung may-ari talaga ng company. So, when it comes sa akin, pag ina-add ko, alam ko na sila talaga mismo yung decision maker. Na unlike in other industries, di ba, na parang kung i-search mo ganito, hindi ka pa sigurado kung sila yung head. Kailangan mo pang salain kung sila talaga yung head o hindi.
Ayun. Anyway, guys, it's already 11:45. So, for those who are still listening and for those who are still alive, nakikinig dyan, hindi pa nakakatulog. Guys, one last time, let's thank these two folks na nagbigay nung alam nila. Sa totoo, pinilit ko lang talaga sila. I begged them to do this. And buti na lang pumayag sila. So let's thank them one more time.
Hindi ba naman mag-invite sa'yo?
And let's just, and I think yung mga thinking nyo, I'll try to download the chat. This will make their night worth it. Pinagpuyata nila yung content na to. Yeah. So, anyway, while you guys are doing that, so that's it, guys, for this call. Um, Thank you again, Jaime and April for doing this. I really, really appreciate it. So solid. Grabe,
Okay.
nagulat ako. Kahit ako nagulat dun sa shinare niya. Kahit ako nagulat eh. So, ayan. So, for those who are listening in, guys, I know there are a ton of questions right now in your head. And probably for some of you, yung iba, it's streaming right now in the possibilities on what you can achieve. For others, tipong na stuck na on sa mga what ifs. And if that's you, yung na stuck sa mga what ifs, actually just giving it a try. Like really, it's just giving it a try and not really being afraid of what's gonna happen. Because what's the worst thing that could happen? Wala naman talaga. Kapag sinabihan ka ba ng prospect na shut the fuck up, wala namang mangyayari. Hindi ka naman niya kilala. Hindi naman, diba? Walang mamamatay kapag ginawa to. Yun na lang yung pinaka-bottom line doon. And the reason why I'm saying that kasi what you've just learned dito on the training is a ton of value na tipong if you just do yung ano pa lang kaya may pa lang if you do it like really do it, that's worth more than thousands of dollars already. Isang client lang makomodo na worth $2,000, solve ka na diba? Solve ka na. It's not gagawin mo pa yung kay April. So instead of looking for other strategies, instead of looking for gusto ko yung isang just do it what you've just learned just now. Sulitin niyo muna yun. And for those who are asking, ano yung next step? Paano kung nakuha ko na sila sa call? Anong gagawin ko? Trust me, we're gonna help you when you get there. Okay, don't worry about things that haven't happened yet. If you end up getting someone on a call, that's a good problem to have. And I bet if you ask inside the group, pwede bang may tumulong sa akin dito paano mag-call, people would jump on the opportunity to help you. Okay, we built a different group na would that would welcome competition, that would welcome people who have the same skills, would have the same. That's what we created the group for. And the people inside the tribe are more than willing to help. Just look at what they did just now. Diba? So, do the work. Diba? Do the work. Do the strategies that Jaime and April showed you.